Hi guys, Logan here with another video, and today I got some cool to show you. This is the Seasonal Visions Light Up LED Jack-O-Lantern. This thing has been around for a super long time. I think the earliest date that this thing has been around was either 2017 or 2018, where it was originally exclusively sold at Michael's, thus making this one of the earliest versions of this kind of plaque prop. And what I mean by that is SVI did a line of these products where they are large characters that you could either sit them down like this or turn them around here. You can actually mount them on the wall, which is why you saw it hanging up in my demo, because you really don't see them being done like that, and I wanted to really show off how versatile these are. So this is actually the second version in the entire series. The first one being a skull that was originally sold through Morris Costumes, which had the ghost audio. And then the third one being, I believe it was an alternate pumpkin version that was sold again at Michael's. And then a gargoyle that was sold exclusively at Kroger. And then a cartoon ghost and a vintage cat that originally came out exclusively at CVS. And then a haunted house that was, again, exclusively at Michael's. And then I think there were some other versions of the pumpkin that came out of like Costco and other places like that, kind of sprinkled throughout the years. The pumpkin is probably the most common one you'll find to this day, and also has some bootleg versions. You'll find some foam ones at places like Menards, and then you'll find these really smooth plastic versions that I believe are sound and light variants. I can't remember where I've seen this at CVS a couple times, but the foam ones are by Aroma. Aroma's done a pumpkin, a skeleton, Frankenstein's monster, and a vampire. So I mean, these are really popular. And what makes them so cool is these are the first props that SVI did that features this kind of sparkly film that really gives a nice lighting effect. And it looks really, really cool. So I got this one at Joann Fabrics for that kind of expensive $59.99 price tag, plus the 40% off. So I paid like, I think $20 something, which is about what they're worth. Every year I see this and I keep telling myself I'm gonna buy a new one, or not gonna buy a new one. I'm gonna buy one. I'm gonna buy one. I'm gonna buy one. I never do. And then this year I went to Joann's looking for a really specific item. It was a Seasons Light Up Tombstone. I saw it on the How Ugly Are You channel. Couldn't find it, but I saw this, and it was one of the last ones they had. And I was like, yeah, screw it, I'm going to get it. Because every year I tell myself I'm going to get one, and then I just never do. So I'm happy I finally got one, because I just kept telling myself I was going to get one, and then I never did. And then I just, I finally forced myself to get it. So, and it's pretty simple, really. It just lights up. It has RGB lights in it. It's 3 LEDs. And it plays that classic, like, Thunder, Mike Reynolds laugh track that we've all heard a million times. It has that kind of pumpkin patch prowler type laugh. So, I mean, it's really simple. I do have to say, though, the quality is not as good as it used to be, because I remember the earlier versions, and they were pretty solid. This one's not as great. The mouth film in particular was already falling off. I had to re-glue it on this side and on this side, which is why there's a little bit of hot glue peeking out right there. The eyes and the nose were solid, though. I feel like there's also less LEDs than there used to be, because there's like 3. There's like one right here, one right here, then one like down here. It's kind of random, which, again, kind of weird. And then the audio quality kind of just went kaputs on these. So, a little disappointed with that as well. But it's a nice filler piece, especially for my pumpkin patch. I've been wanting larger pumpkins as like backdrop statement pieces, and This is exactly what this is going to be. Now, I will warn you that it is not outdoor rated, obviously. I mean, it's got a big hole right here where you hang it up, and then you see, like, none of this is outdoor rated whatsoever. It does have the on, try me, and sensor, so this just makes it go on a loop, and then this just has it go off by the sound sensor and light sensor, which is right here. I have not tried it on the motion sensor or on the sound sensor. I'm assuming it works fine. I mean, it's SVI and they're usually okay. Only have one prop that's like sound sensor doesn't really work. That's Abandoned Annie, and it's because it came damaged. One issue I do have is this screen does not properly line up. So what they did is they cut this to shape the teeth, and you can really tell like right here. I wish they just did this full screen. I feel like it would have just been better. This is like a fabric, by the way. It's really weird. I kind of thought it was plastic, but it's like a weird fabric material. The closest thing I can compare that feeling to is like a coat lining almost, but this is more like thick. I don't know how to describe it. It's weird. It's very weird. It's a synthetic fabric material. So let's turn them on. It's really cool. I don't mind the RGB lights on this one. Usually hate it, but I think it's pretty alright. You can see the LED placement. It's really weird. So, let's see if there we go. So that's really it. It's super simple. I mean, it really just lights up and plays noise. That's really what all of them do. I like it. I'm not going to try to collect all of these, obviously. I want to get some other the pumpkins. I know this one where like the eyes are inverted. I think there's one where it's got like swirly eyes and a friendly appearance, like a friendly face. I want the swirly eyes one really bad because I like that one. I think there's a couple other ones as well. But it's cool. It's really neat. I like it. It's super simple. You know, there's really not a whole lot to it. It looks fine. I mean, it's just kind of a standard SVI piece. But yeah, I think it's cool. If you could find one, I'd definitely recommend it. It's super classic, kind of old school SVI, even though it's like kind of modern. But it's still fairly old as well. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.